I'm Jose Gaspar, live in Southwest Bakersfield, where people are speaking out about the ban on gay marriage. A live report coming up next.
This morning's decision to continue not allowing gay marriages in California got heated reactions from both sides of the issue.
The very idea that people have to vote to have my civil rights hacks me off. It's not right.
I don't believe in gays, and I'm sorry, but that's old school. I'm 74 years old. We never did, and I never will.
In May of 2008, the California Supreme Court allowed same-sex couples to marry in the state. This was a victory for homosexuals all over the country.
We're your teachers, we're your doctors, we're your store clerks, we're everybody, and we're everywhere.
Everywhere, protests occurred from both sides.
I think that marriage is still between a man and a woman, not party A or party B, or a man and a man, but a man and a woman. That's a family. You look in the dictionary.
That's when Proposition 8 came about. In November of 2008, Californians voted to ban gay marriage. The most recent Supreme Court decision upheld that vote.
I think the court would be very reluctant to overturn the will of the people.
When California decided to grant gay marriages, Ann Barnett, Kern County Auditor Controller, stopped performing marriages altogether.
The issue is not gay and lesbian weddings now. The issue is any at all, and my office no longer performs wedding ceremonies, period.
Barnett says her office stopped ceremonies because of budget cuts. But people like Nancy Bailey, who is a lesbian, say those kinds of decisions are not fair.
I don't want any special rights. I want the rights everybody else has.
Nancy has lived in Bakersfield since 1974.
When push comes to shove, the people who are opposed to our civil rights do so for religious reasons.
I believe the Bible says that the marriage is between a man and a woman.
You believe the Bible?
Man and a woman, God made those parts to work that way.
We will hang in there. We'll be there for the long run, and we'll have our civil rights one day.
Now, protests have popped up all over the state since the court's decision this morning. There are 3 happening right here in Bakersfield. Eyewitness News reporter Jose Gaspar is live on Stockdale Highway, where one of these protests is happening right now. Jose.
Betsy, we are on Stockdale Highway right by the Outback Steakhouse. Let me get out of the way where you can see at least we've got about, at this point, roughly about 10 people who have shown up in support of gay marriage, and obviously disappointed with today's ruling on Proposition 8. Joining us live now is Christina Straw. Christina, obviously you're with the group right now. Tell me what the message you want to send out here to Kern County today.
Well, that we believe in civil rights. It's not fair that one group of citizens, a minority group, should be denied the same rights that are afforded to everyone else in this country.
Now, I understand this is the first of, or one of 3 going on around Bakersfield today, demonstrations, and another one up in Delano. Is that right?
Yes, it is. There's one in the east side of town and then another one out in Rosedale.
Obviously, you know the feelings here in Kern County. The voters overwhelmingly approved Proposition 8. Do you expect really to change any hearts and minds here in Kern County?
I'd like to change a few. Mostly, I'd like to get those people who are in support of same-gender marriage to actually get out and vote. It's one thing to say you believe in it, and it's another thing to take that moment and to go down to your polls and say that you do. Put your words to actions.
Christina, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Again, as Christina mentioned, this is one of 3 demonstrations in Bakersfield. There's another one happening in Delano at Cesar Chavez Park as well. We'll have another report coming up to you a little bit later right in this newscast. For now, Jose Gaspar reporting live from Southwest Bakersfield. Now back to you in the studio.
Jose, thank you.
Now here's a look at some of our other top stories tonight. We want to take you live out to one of the protests taking place. This is in Bakersfield, in California, and Stockdale Highway. One of just dozens of protests happening across California tonight after the California Supreme Court voted to uphold Proposition 8, a voter-approved ban on gay marriage. The ban defines marriage as only between a man and a woman. The court also upheld the marriages of over 18,000 same-sex couples who tied the knot legally in the months before the ban was passed by voters.
And I'm Jose Gaspar, live in Southwest Bakersfield, where feelings are running strong about today's ruling on gay marriage. I'll have a live report coming up next. We are right here on Stockdale and Village Lane, right by the Outback Steakhouse. And let me get out of the way. As you can see, we have a boisterous but peaceful group of people that are out here that are expressing their feelings, and they're actually now have fanned out to all 4 corners here on Stockdale and Village Lane. Now, obviously, one of the concerns was that the Supreme Court might actually invalidate those gay marriages, but apparently that is not the case. Joining me live now is Alicia Valadez, and along here with her partner. Alicia, first of all, I want to get your feelings about the fact that apparently you guys got married back in June, and you will remain married. What were you feeling today when you woke up?
Well, today I was feeling sad. I was really praying and I was hoping that they weren't going to take it away from us. And I was at work and just anticipating, watching the news to see what was going to happen. And, you know, I was kind of joyful and happy when they said that we can keep our marriage. But then on the other hand, it's kind of not a sad day when, you know, all those other couples, thousands of couples, can never get married.
Leonela, what about yourself? Mixed feelings about today's ruling?
Yeah, I was happy that we kept our marriage license, and then I was sad for all the other people that just didn't get the chance to feel what we feel today. And now we're one of the 18 million out there with equal rights with everybody else, and the rest are just left hanging.
Leonela, thank you very much. Again, we have some of the demonstrators out here on Stockdale and Village Lane. It's been peaceful so far. A lot of people that obviously approve of their message have been honking as they go by. We'll have more on this story coming up tonight on 29 Eyewitness News at 11. For now, Jose Gaspar reporting live from Southwest Bakersfield. Back to you in the studio.
Jose, thank you.
New at 6, local Congressman Jim Costa thought it was expected that Proposition 8 would be upheld by the state Supreme Court. Here's his opinion on Prop 8.
Well, I think ultimately, people have different moral perspectives on that. I think that I've supported efforts for civil unions, and it just seems to me that that has to be a personal choice.
If it heads back to the polls for voters, he believes it could be a close election once again.
People continue to have strong feelings on the issue of gay marriage with a lot of disagreement, but both sides do share one thing. Both agree today's court ruling is hardly the last word on gay marriage in California. On Stockdale Highway, an enthusiastic group of gay marriage supporters rallied in light of the state Supreme Court ruling that bans gay marriage.
It's a disappointment today, but it also means we have a lot of work to do.
But although the court ruled 6-1 on the constitutionality of Prop 8, the court was unanimous in deciding to keep intact as many as 18,000 gay marriages that had taken place before they were banned.
I woke up this morning, I just prayed, I hope my marriage is still valid after today.
Leonela and Alicia Valadez were married last year. Though glad they'll remain married, they say it's a hollow victory.
It hurt me because I know that there's a lot of other gay people that really want to get married and deserve to get married, and now they can't.
But others applaud the court's ruling, saying the court listened to the will of the voters who voted for traditional marriage.
Well, I totally agree with that because I believe in the traditional marriage between a man and a woman. I think it should be a man and a woman.
I think that it is a civil rights issue, and it'll probably go on for as long as it takes until probably gays have the same rights as heterosexuals.
While upholding Proposition 8, yet maintaining gay marriages intact, virtually guarantees another fight at the ballot box over marriage rights for gays.
It hasn't even begun to be over. It's not over until we are all equal, till we're all allowed to love the people that we love and marry the people that we love.
Supporters of gay marriage say that they may go to the ballot box to try and get voters to repeal the marriage ban as early as next year. Prop 8 did not have widespread voter support. It passed with 52% of the vote.